You were talking about the gas line.
Yeah.
You've got the gas line on in two places. One comes out here,
Yep.
and then it goes down to the furnace.
Under the furnace, and you got one at the hot water tank.
Right. My suggestion, and I would almost bet money your leak's coming from this side right here.
Yeah, it's a valve down at the bottom. I turned it off, but it's still crappy.
But what I would do is, my suggestion, just to save money, would be just to cap it off, put electric stove in. Be better off.
Yeah.
The gas stoves and stuff, you run into more problems than anything.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's a relatively easy fix, and I think that's probably where your leak's coming through. So.
Yeah. So now, so you can get the size for this window, right?
That one was 28 by 58. This way.
That's the front one.
Oh, that's the front one. Sorry, that's 53 by 32.
53 by 32. Okay. All right, and you say these ones already. These are the custom windows.
Right.
Now, man, is there anything that we can do with these, and maybe just to save what we got here? Because I mean, really, we only want to replace the ones that really need to be replaced. But I mean, to just caulk it, keep restore what we got, and just caulk it, keep it moving.
I'll tell you, in the shape that those windows are in, you're better off just to wall them up. I mean, if you don't want to, replace them, it's better just to wall them up.
That's a thought. Well, I still like to get the.
I mean, like this one here, the sills just rotted out.
Yeah.
Like right there. These have probably been in here since the original house. They're just in real bad shape.
Okay.
I mean, and for what it costs to put a new window in, it's a couple $100. I think I got it figured out about $2 1/4.
$2 1/4 a piece.
Yeah, for each of these.
That's just the window, though.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's me putting it in.
Oh, that's putting it in everything.
$2 1/4 on these.
Oh no, on these small ones. Okay.
This one here is $250.
$250.
Just because it's a larger window, we got to work with it.
That's cool.
And like any of the windows upstairs or anything like that, we're about $2 1/4.
About $2 1/4.
Hey, that includes the cost of the window.
That's costing everything. Y'all taking everything.
Right.
Okay, that ain't bad.
What I did was you said you need a little help with the thing, so I priced them out at about $75 a window.
That ain't bad. Because you know what, they were at the window factory at $189. I don't think they're gonna trip on a couple of extra dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I really don't think they're gonna trip. That's cool. So that's $220. You know what I mean? Pretty much for damn near every window. So
right.
you can just spend about an extra $40-50.
I figured out replacing all the windows.
Okay.
Including the 3 custom ones.
Okay.
If you were to put all new windows in,
yeah,
the total would come out to 18 plus 750. What did that come?
Because I think we were at like 22,
yeah,
something like that. But I mean, that still ain't bad.
25.
25. That ain't bad. That ain't bad because before you leave, I'm gonna get him on the phone, man. I mean, I'm just giving him a little video record. This is what I do. I keep up with my client, man.
Oh, that's what
this guy's out of South Carolina.
Yeah.
We just keep good communication, and that's how his money keep rolling. I'd rather keep with somebody local. That's why I called you guys first. You know what I mean? Than me having to ship me a guy, because I got guys too in Dayton and Springfield, but it make no sense in me paying them come all the way up here. I was right here. So gas lines, what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the house needs a lot of work, but I mean, it's nothing. Believe it or not, I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah.
Your furnace looks like it's in relatively good shape.
Okay.
I mean, this furnace wasn't replaced too awful long ago. I didn't look up the date, but I can tell by looking at it, it's just not that old. Your gas line that runs to the stove is right here.
Right.
Okay. What I would do is I would just cap it off right here and just take that piping out, because you can put in an electric stove.
Yeah, be done with it.
Be done with it. You don't have to worry about it. Looking at the line looks relatively in good shape. This valve looks good to me. The only other.
How you feel about these valves? Should I go ahead and change out these valves? Or
I think
okay?
those are fine. But if you look at this valve, take a good look at that valve, and then you go look at the one over by the stove. You can tell.
Yeah, this one over here. This one looks.
The stove. The valve is actually loose.
This one right here.
Yeah, you can see how it's coming off of the out of the thing that's been punched out. So that's probably where your problems are.
Yep.
So that's why I would say, just go ahead and take it out and get rid of it. and you don't have to worry about, you know, it leaking or anything like that. And you won't have to worry about later down the road.
That sounds a good idea, man.
You're gonna need some duct work, a lot of HVAC work. I mean, this
So it was cut out? Looked like it was cut out.
well, it looks to me like somebody stole the stuff. You know, like there was some aluminum in here and they cut it up.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
This here is just pieced together. This is not.
You know what? The owner is an HVAC guy, so he a beast. He know what you're talking about. So yeah, he probably
This here, I don't. It just doesn't match. Doesn't fit. This here is the funniest part. I guess they were doing this to heat the basement.
Mm-hmm.
That there's an HVAC, and they capped it off and made it a 4-inch, but they did it in a really peculiar way. They used an old tin and rigged it somehow the way they wanted to do it to heat the basement, I guess.
Okay.
But the ducting is just shot. I mean, in all honesty, that's probably, you know.
Oh, I know Glenn will respect that. You know, I mean, he a beast, so I mean, that's what he does for a living is HVAC. So
Yeah,
I'm sure when he actually sees this, he gonna be like, oh my God, Dwayne, oh yes, please have him fix that. And then you got this one right here too. I see.
I mean, it's really. I mean, the system, which is the most expensive part, is not bad. I mean, it's
Which is good.
It's a good decent system. Got a good blower in it. Doesn't look like there's a bunch of water in the basement, so it should.
There was none. It was dry.
Yeah, so I mean, you should
Bone
be in
dry.
good shape with this. You're just going to have to repair a lot of the ducting. This is a big return here, and it's just, you know, you could actually lose a baby up in that thing. I can see it through the floor. It's huge. There's all kinds.
Now
of
on this
stuff
breaker
in
box,
there.
do I got room to put it? Go ahead and add another breaker for.
Yeah, there's a spot right there.
Okay.
There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 spots there. You could add stuff to if you needed to. Electrical didn't look too bad to me. I mean, there's some old stuff with some new stuff, but it looked relatively sound.
Okay.
You know, I just went and looked at basically the things you had talked about. You know, the issues you'd said.
Yeah.
But as far as that gas leak goes, I'd almost bet money that it's past this line here because
That'd be sweet.
that looks nice and tight. It looks solid throughout. You know, the joints, you can tell generally when there's a gas leak.
Mm-hmm.
You can see if there's something wrong with the valve. That valve over there is pushed in, like somebody smacked it with something.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that's where your problem is, going to that stove over there.
Yep.
But
Sounds good to me.
your water lines, you know, that pipe there actually looks pretty decent, and it's had new water lines added. Those white lines right there.
It's PVC.
Yeah, those PVC
But
lines
you
are
see how
relatively
it's tied
new.
into other stuff though? Did you see all that? Like it's tied into this here.
Well, that's your main water line.
Okay, so
coming
this is
in.
cool. Okay.
And they PVC'd it right off of that, so you got a turn on. It looks like a straight up.
Yeah, that's a new meter and everything right
Yeah,
there.
I
so
mean
they
that's a
just
brand
did all
new,
that.
new one deal.
Yep.
But this water line, you know, I probably would have kept it off of the floor to go there, but you know they decided to run it that way. You know that PVC is harder to freeze up and bust than the copper.
So it'll be okay.
Yeah, I think it's in pretty decent shape. You know, you might want to look at.
But
And the
I'm
nice
not,
thing
this
is-
is crazy. I'm not getting any water though.
Well, you're no water to the
To the
house.
sink or
Yeah,
nothing?
to nothing. That's the thing. Yeah, the valves was on. We turned the valves on. The toilet's not getting nothing.
Wow.
And he said the water service is on. That's my issue. So we turned both valves on. We didn't get. I got a little pill out of this little faucet over here, and that was it.
Well, that's very well. It's somewhere through here. That I mean, as cold as it's been.
Yeah.
Was it warm when you did it, or have it just
It
been
was
overnight?
it was still cold. It was the past couple of weeks, you know what I mean. But I figured it might be just frozen from being cold in here. It's
Right.
freezing in here.
Well, you would see if there was a leak. You would see, you know,
I
water
didn't see
puddles
nothing.
or where it's leaking.
Nope.
And I mean, it could be something in the tank.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I doubt. You know, the nice thing is the sink for the upstairs bathroom and stuff like that. The upstairs bath, the kitchen, and all that run along the same wall.
Yeah, I seen that.
So, you know, if there is a water issue, it's going to be right over here.
Hell yeah.
You know, and I, you know, like I said, I didn't see.
That's the access panel. That's why I seen that too.
I didn't see anywhere that looked like there was any water coming through. I mean, there's drywall dust there that still isn't even damp, so I don't see where there would be a leak.
Well, let's keep this place up. I think that's what's going to have to happen. Is going to have to crank this place up.
You know, warm it up and see if it might be just the lines are cold. You know, I don't think it's busted. You've got PVC down in here. They apparently didn't like that drain, so they put a new one in here, which is not a big issue, but even that looks relatively, decent shape. Don't see any leaks. I would just say, line's got a little bit of, ice in them.
Yeah. I think that just might be what it is. So you on Facebook and stuff too? Oh, okay. Well, shit, get your shout out, man. Get your holler, man.
What's happening?
All right.
To do. That's the way to do it.
That's all to do. All right,
Yeah,
man.
our motto is, man, we try to make sure it looked like we were never there.
Oh, you trying to rock with Serpo? That's our motto. You trying to use ours, man. It's like if we was never there. That's L&L, man. That's how we do, man. But yeah, we'll definitely like your page.